In this video, you are going to learn how to make anyone obsessed with you with these 5 steps, so stick around if you want that. This is today's video outline, and stay until the end of the video for video notes and action steps. You might know a girl in real life or somebody you've seen on TV who's just got this special oomph about her, right? That's something special, almost like she's entrancing everybody with an invisible secret only she knows. Don't worry, I got you. In this video, I am sharing 5 of her secrets so that you can also influence everybody and anyone you want without logic and just pure vibes, pure energy. The first step is to be soft and playful. This means learn to laugh, live in the moment. So many people are focused on the future, and that's great, and you should be. However, that takes away from your present day joy. It takes away from that like zest and just magic you feel on a day-to-day basis of just being alive today. We don't know about the future. We can't be tethered to the future and diminish our present day joy because we're focused on like accomplishing something today for next year. When you're embodying this soft and playful energy, it's so incredibly captivating as well because, like I said, nobody is embodying this energy. So when you can come to the table with this type of energy and just be that light, be playful, be jokey, and just bring some lightness to the environment, you are going to stand out. I've seen so many women just be very uptight, and when you're uptight, it's most likely because you are dealing with a lot of insecurity within yourself. So internally, you're battling all of these insecurities, which is being portrayed as very uptight. These insecurities you're feeling within you are being presented as defensiveness, and you're just ready for a fight at all times because you feel constantly on edge within yourself. You're waiting for somebody to poke at you. You're waiting for the shoe to drop. So you're feeling like very tense and on edge so that whenever somebody does say something, you're ready to go. You've got the script ready. You're always ready to defend yourself. And this causes you to present yourself in a very defensive, combative, and just tense way. You're almost afraid of being found out. So when you feel like you have all these insecurities and you're burdening these things, because when you look in the mirror, that is what you're seeing, you are automatically in this mindset of everybody is gonna see this and everybody is picking up what I'm picking up, so I've gotta be ready to defend myself because I'm seeing this, so they're gonna see this. And so when they see it and when they acknowledge these insecurities that I feel, I have to be ready to defend myself. Now, this is obviously the opposite of being soft, and it's just not a very inviting energy. It doesn't make somebody feel like they wanna talk to you. It doesn't make somebody feel like they wanna be around you or be in your presence or even engage with you any further than they have to do. So it's so important that you learn to embrace your softness, and obviously the first step to that is to become more confident, let go of your insecurities, accept them, accept who you are, and just process those feelings versus saying that you hate yourself, then doing nothing about it, and then being ready to fight every single person because you are afraid that they're gonna see what you see. So it's just this vicious cycle, and the art of softness is in vulnerability, but you can only be vulnerable with others when you are vulnerable with yourself. One of the biggest turnoffs I've noticed for people is somebody who's always defensive, who's always ready to go. I have been there. I used to be very defensive. Why? Because I was battling my own stuff, and so when somebody tried to get a little close to that, it was like, oh my God, back up, and you're ready to go. And so you have to deal with that on your own so that you're not presenting yourself as defensive, as ready for combat at all times. That is what people are gonna pick up on, and that is such a big turnoff because nobody wants to go to war when they're trying to have fun. You gotta be able to flow and involve yourself in the moment and be present with what is going on instead of being reactive and being on edge. So this is an exercise I want you to practice to get from your head into your body, because feminine energy is all body based, and that is the key. So what I want you to do is just close your eyes, take a few deep breaths in, right? These things always start with deep breaths. So we gotta take some deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. And as you're closing your eyes, and as your eyes are closed, I want you to visualize an elevator, okay? So I want you to visualize that you're in this mini elevator in the top of your head. And as you're breathing out, I want you to imagine this mini elevator is going from your head, passing through your throat, and dropping into your heart. So you're almost like going on an elevator ride, and when the elevator stops at your destination, it is going to be in your heart. And that is the best way for you to drop instantly from your head to your heart. Just picture yourself in this elevator going down, dropping into your heart, taking those deep breaths in and out as you're doing this and visualizing this, and then having the elevator door open and you are in your heart space. Whatever color you resonate with for your heart space, green or pink, those two colors are very resonant with the heart chakra. So imagine the elevator door opening to that big giant bubble of green or pink and just like exploding out of you. Start practicing that daily and you'll really start feeling a difference and getting out of here and into your heart. The second step is to take up space. Stop being afraid to be perceived and start looking good. Start taking care of your appearance. Give into it. Be feminine. Let the hair shine. Personally, one of my 2024 goals is to get my hair in order. The thing that I'm working on for myself is length. I don't need to work on anything else, like a little bit of texture because I do have highlights, but mainly just the length. And I have implemented the Kitsch rice water conditioner and shampoo bars as part of the protocol for my hair care journey. These rice water bars help so much with breakage and the texture of my hair. It just feels so much softer and I'm noticing a lot less fallout. Again, this is all contributing to getting longer, healthier hair. The other reason I really love these bars is because they help balance the scalp and strengthen the hair, which I know are both essential for hair growth because I have been doom scrolling hair talk. Like, I'm very serious about this goal. Best of all, these bars are free from phthalates, parabens, silicones, and sulfates. Another beautiful, juicy bonus because I have acne-prone skin. We're looking a little dead, we're looking a little frizzy, we're looking a little bit dry. I mean, just check out that shine. Ooh, girl, work it. Use the link in my description box or my code for 25% off your first order. Kitsch ships in the US and internationally to over 27 countries. I mean, come on. They even have a subscription-based offer for an even better discount. So if that's your vibe and you just want to make sure that you know you're keeping up with your goals, then definitely go for the subscription-based offer. Again, the link for 25% off your first order will be linked in my description box or just use my code on the screen. And thank you, Kitsch, for sponsoring today's video. That is one thing Serena Woodsen is known for, right? In the show Gossip Girl, her hair is one of the focal points of her mystery, her allure, like her captivation. She just looks hot. She knows she looks hot and she owns it. She's taking up space, therefore she is getting noticed and she's getting people's attention and she's accepting that energy. We always talk about equal exchange of energy. You've invested time and energy and resources into your appearance. Now somebody else is going to invest their time, energy, and resources into you. That is an equal, fair exchange. A lot of women feel very uncomfortable in their feminine energy because they're like, well, what does it mean? Do I just show up and I don't do anything? You're doing everything by just showing up. You're doing everything when you take care of yourself. You're investing time, energy, and resources into your appearance. Therefore, it is going to have an equal exchange by getting things done for you. Like, people want to open the door for you, people want to take you to dinner, people want to give you free things. Like, you are going to start getting that energy. People subconsciously are going to feel indebted to you because they're just looking at you, because you have clearly put so much time and effort into yourself that just by looking at you they feel kind of indebted to you. So let me open the door for you, go in front of me in the line. People subconsciously feel indebted to you because they are seeing that you have invested time, effort, and money, resources into your appearance. So now the universe has to balance itself out by giving you something in exchange for the value you are presenting to the world just by the way you look and invest in yourself. The third step is to let your energy linger. Everybody has their own personal atmosphere, and if you can penetrate that atmosphere with your energy, you are golden. But even better, if you can let your energy linger without your physical presence being there. So I always ask my students in my membership, the Feminine Protocol, how do you want to be remembered? Like, what do you want to do? What is the magnetic energy that you want to be remembered for? Because remember, you must define your brand of femininity. Popular to contrary belief, femininity is not a one-size-fits-all approach. I like to help my students in the Feminine Protocol really figure out what they are working with, like what is the most unique thing about them and how can you use that to be your unique value proposition. So a unique value proposition is something that I specifically am known for, something you are specifically known for, that we can't replicate. We are both going to be equally magnetic, but the way in which we penetrate people's worlds and their personal atmospheres is going to be very different based on your unique value proposition. If we take the Gossip Girl example again, we see that Blair is just beautiful, right? She is stunning, but so is Serena. We can see Blair as being more of the dark feminine energy, but she still captivates other people. It's just she does it in a very different way that's very different to Serena. They're both equally magnetic, but their brands of femininity are very different. Getting clear on your brand of femininity and aligning that to your most unique qualities about yourself and what just makes you you is how you are going to seriously 100x your magnetism and how you are going to penetrate people's worlds. How your energy is just gonna linger when you're not there. It just makes you different. Pair that with the great physical vessel and like, she looks good. You're actually golden. I'm telling you, you're actually going to be golden. Number 4, your boundaries and your standards should always be given to somebody in a very soft, buttery, warm way. I see a lot of women making this mistake on their femininity journey, and I'm putting my hand up as well because I also made this mistake, where you feel like you can be one or the other. There's no in between. But the balance is where the juiciness is. The magic lies in the balance. Boundaries and standards are inherently seen as being guarded, but this guarded energy should not be translated in your energy with people. So that's why it's very important that you are soft in the way you deliver your boundaries, but you're firm in the way that you adhere to them. It's this beautiful balancing act of knowing the cost of access to you, your time, your energy, your mind, your body, your spirit, but still warmly inviting people into your presence. There's usually 5% of circumstances that require you to actually assert your boundaries verbally. The 95% of the time, your energy will speak for you, and the way you carry yourself and the way you hold yourself and speak about other things is going to reflect your boundaries and your standards and the way that you've set them. So if you find yourself always needing to speak your boundaries, it's because you're not actually living them and you're still attracting people who are not going to meet them. When you find yourself just naturally moving through life, the way that you have set for yourself, the standards you've set, the boundaries you keep, you're gonna notice that the people that enter your space are gonna be of a completely different caliber where you don't have to constantly reiterate your boundaries and your standards because you're drawing people in who are naturally at the level to meet them because you are literally living through them and it's just your energy that you're giving off. So always use your circumstances as guidance. The 5th step is emotional prediction. This is super underrated. Nobody really talks about it, but I'm gonna put you on game because this is gonna be one of the game-changing skills that you should learn. This is where you can predict somebody's emotions and be aware of an emotion from somebody else. It's in line with emotional intelligence. This is the act of predicting somebody's emotions in any given circumstance and just bringing awareness to that emotion so that you're making that other person feel like they're being seen. That can really help somebody think of you in a pleasurable way rather than in a negative light. So you always want to position yourself to be the person that somebody feels pleasure by rather than somebody feels negative or pain by. This comes from a book I read called How to Instantly Connect with Anyone, where they say that you should anchor yourself in pleasure rather than pain. If you can be a source of pleasure for somebody, they will never forget you. They will never forget you. You know those people that you just look at and sometimes you just want to punch them? It's because they are anchoring you in pain rather than pleasure. So just the mere sight of them makes you want to deck them in the face. We all have that person. Don't lie to me. So this 5th one is really just being a source of pleasure for people. That way, when they see you, it's like automatically their day just gets better. So anchor yourself in pleasure, not pain, and be able to predict somebody's emotions in any given circumstance and focus light and attention on that. and just empathize with their potential feelings in that situation, right? Nobody is going to feel good being embarrassed. So when you can predict somebody's embarrassment in a situation and say, hey, I hear you and I see you and I'm sorry that probably was so uncomfortable for you, you are automatically anchoring them to pleasure because you're making them feel better, you're making them feel seen, and you're making them feel heard. As promised, here are your video summarization notes. Don't forget to give me a subscribe if you liked this video and found it useful, and check out the Feminine Protocol. The link is in my description box.